Hello everyone at the creators of All Men Rock. This is my video sending in of why I believe I rock as a man. Let's start off with some good stuff. I was blessed to start my own fashion line. God made this is my polo shirt, this is my hat. Been blessed to grace the front of major newspapers on the front page in the business section in St. Louis. I've been on St. Louis live, local TV show. I've had a fashion magazine that could have put me in Macy's. I traveled over 20 cities, wrote a book called Live Determined, Don't Let Your Struggles Bully Your Dreams. I've gotten awards for things I've done in the community. Blessed to be on two major TV platforms, CBN and TBN. My video had over 12,000 plus views. And there's just some good stuff I just started with, but we want to get into great. Why do I rock as a man? From the things I had to overcome coming up in the Chicago projects with a mother that was on drugs and abusive, used to beat me. I had to face gangs every day and violence. I was shipped around from house to house like an orphan. Never was stable because my mother was messing with drugs and her mind was messed up. Kicked out of several schools for fighting and having violence. I went to prison at 19 for robbing a bank. But I was illegally sentenced. They double charged me. They gave me 18 and a half years. For a state charge and a federal charge that I was never supposed to get. And then after being incarcerated 4.5 years, I was set free, I thought by a miracle, only to move to St. Louis, Missouri for 3 years, changed my life. And they came back and got me and said, Mr. Foreman, you were let out of prison erroneously by mistake. So you're talking about somebody that goes out and changes life, getting in church, about to marry the pastor's daughter, is about to be the deacon, and they come back and get me and put me back in prison. They want me to do a whole 9.5 years. Say that we didn't mean, you didn't get that time from us from state. That don't belong to us. The federal fought me. So for 4 more years, I went back to prison. Now, this is when we start, how did my manhood start to finally derive? How did I become a man? Because I met God. This, for me, meeting the creator who created you is how you find out who you are. Got in the programs. I got certificates. I was from classes I went to. I bettered myself in the situation. I ended up getting voted prisoner of the month, most likely to succeed. I got my GED, came out of prison, finally won an appeal. So I did 4.5 years, 3 years on the streets and 4 years, 8.5 years altogether. Came out and started my own business. Went to college, even though I left college because I wasn't focused. So for me, just to say all that, how I believe I rock as a man, we're getting into the good stuff is now what I do. I give back. I'm spoken, like I said, from prisons to schools to corporations, even to grown folks and the youth about how to live determined, how I changed my life from suicide, bullies, everything that I've been through. I mentor 2 21-year-old teenagers and I'm adding to it. How I believe I rock as a man. Because when you've learned something, when you've changed from what I've been through, and a lot of men have been in the hood, what are you doing with it? So then when they say, oh, Black Lives Matter, I said how we make sure they matter as we're making sure they succeed. This is my video. I hope I've given you your answer. Thank you for your opportunity. God bless. ReginaldForeman.com is who I am.